Hi. Okay, so it's currently 3 a.m. Today is a Wednesday? Mercredi, yeah, Wednesday night, which means that I have school tomorrow. I have to wake up at 6 to catch the bus at 6:45, so I have to leave my house at 6:30 in 3 hours. You don't really have any other choice than to believe me that it's 3 a.m. I mean, time is a social construct anyways. So, it's a concept we all believe in. So you don't really have any other choice than to believe in it, which is the definition of a social construct. But so you don't really have a choice than to believe me. But do you ever have a choice? I mean, you clicked on this, so you made the choice to believe me, or at least to listen to what I have to say. Can you tell I do 10 hours of philosophy per week? Big brain time. I am here to roast my art, because every time I look at my art, I only see like all the mistakes, and other people don't seem to see that, and so it annoys me. It's logical that I see them more than other people because I spend like 4 hours at least like on my paintings, so it's normal that I like obsess over details, plus I'm like a perfectionist. So yeah. Okay, so what you don't see is that I have my art pochettes here, and so I think I'll only be doing my like A3, that's like the format, you know, it's like 2 A4s, wow, today, because otherwise there is too much, and there's so much to say about like each and every one of them. So they aren't in order. I haven't looked through them in like quite a while. I know there are some paintings in there from when I took like drawing classes when I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. So we have that to look forward for. So yeah, let's roast my art. So first piece we have here, it's like mixed media. I did the printing first, like underneath. Did this like in art class. We had to choose a theme. Mine was the human body, as you can maybe tell. So I had to do like an itching here, the heart, and it's messed up. It's really messed up because like I did like a big one, and then I had to like with like a metal thing itch it into the plastic, and then put ink onto the plastic and print it onto the paper, and so it kind of smudged, as you can maybe see. So that was not really good. The gray is so dark you can't even see like the utensils, I don't know, like the surgical instruments I put there. So like it's different scalpels, so you really cannot see them, which takes away a lot from it. And then I just put like shapes to like put a bit of white in there, and then I put like a piece of a book, because wow, that's so original. I feel like this is something someone would make who's like, I listen to Billie Eilish, I have depression, and I'm in 5e, you know, like, you don't understand my life. My life is so hard. I'm so dark. I think about death a lot. So this, I did this when I was 12, I think. It's really not that bad. Like honestly, it's like on medium paper, and it's dry pastels, but the shading, please explain to me why I thought there wouldn't be any shade on the pier from the apple. Like you can see the shade like on the floor, but it just happens to not go onto the pier magically. It just like poof, disappears. What was going through my mind, you know? Like I don't know, I think I was just looking at it and I was like, yeah, no, that's not a shadow. That black thing there doesn't exist. But I mean, I was 12. Let's cut me some slack here. Let's say it was fine. Also, the blending, the blending is a disaster here. Like, I mean, it's dry pastels. For fuck's sake, make an effort, you know? Like, it's so patchy. It's literally so patchy. Then there's this. Okay, brace yourselves. This is shit. This is really shit. But it has meaning, but it's shit. Our history teacher gave us an A3 paper, and he was like, yeah, this is a paper and you're gonna do a mind map on it. I painted on it because I was like, I'm not wasting a perfectly good A3 paper on a mind map. But as you can see, I didn't use enough water because like the strokes, like, because I waited for it to dry and then I did the black around it, because it really wasn't supposed to be a lamp. But what happened is that I was mixing like my skin color, and then I I just like made this shape, and then I was like, oh wait, that's really yellow, because I didn't test it out on paper before. And guess what? I still don't test out my colors. Like I just put them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I could add a little more like purple or whatever, you know, and then I just like put more water on it, and I like take a cloth or something and I just like wipe it off, destroying the paper. So I know I shouldn't do that, but I still do it. You know, once you make a mistake, it's too late. You have to make the best of the situation. So that's what I tried to do here, and as you can see, it pretty much failed. I don't know why this is green. I really don't know, because like if it was like kind of gray, at least from the color point of view of this, it would be fine, but the green just really This is a pastel drawing. Is it a pastel drawing, or is it like a pastel painting? I don't know, because you do it with your fingers, you don't really use a brush. I mean, you could use a brush, but okay, anyways, so this is my grandpa, and I did this from like a picture I took of him, and the hand, do you see what's wrong with it? His hand is so small, it's so small. But also I struggled so much with the beard, and I think it turned out like okay-ish, you know, for the fact that it was like my first time doing a beard ever. We'll say it's acceptable, but the hand isn't, it really isn't, you know? You can kind of like understand the mistakes, but that doesn't justify them, you know? Like, they're still there, and I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to complain about it and point them out. Ooh, then we have this little gem. Perspective has left the chat. It's just not there. Fuck physics. Fuck laws of gravity. This is just gonna float. If you looked at it, because it's supposed to be flat, right? So like if you look at it, you should be able to see the inside of the candle and absolutely not this part. Ooh, okay, I'm ashamed of this one. I really don't like it, but you know, I mean, there isn't even one mistake to point out. It's like the whole thing is just a disaster. So it was like a portrait of someone I did like at a party. We were drunk, and so this is what came out. That's that. We don't talk about that. And I think if you hold it upside down, it's not that bad. Plus here, just imagine like with a bit less paper here, you know, like this, then it's actually acceptable. Except if you have a really like intelligent space brain who can like invert stuff like with your vision. Okay, then there's a bird. This is also from drawing class. It's also dry pastels. It's like really smudged here. It's like I don't really know what happened. I think this little part here is like it's supposed to be a little branch that's going up, but then I didn't blend it for some reason, so it's just stinging out, you know, just chilling, just vibing. And the bird, it has no volume. It's just flat, you know, like it doesn't have any shading. It should have shading like well here, because the light is coming from here, so if you're round you'd have a little shade here, right? Okay, then there's a horse also from drawing class. I was 14. What is this? It looks like a cube. It looks like a dice, you know? Since this was in drawing class, I didn't choose what we were doing. So this is what we did and this is what came out. And then yeah, the hair, as always, is not hair. It looks like straw. Listen, I never really learned how to do hair and I still don't. I mean, I did one painting, it's actually right there and I'd have to move the camera, so I'm not doing that. But like where the hair, I spent like 2 hours on it and it looks acceptable because it's like wet hair, so it's easier to do because it's like in bigger chunks, like together, you know, because of the water. This is kind of shit. It's just like a random watercolor. There was no concept. It was just like, there's no depth. This is scary. This one especially is really scary. If the guy who's, or the girl, I don't know who makes the alien movies, but if that person is watching this, then inspire. This is your inspiration for the next movie. Yeehaw! What am I doing? Okay, so this hat, it's very patchy. It's like I didn't use enough water and then it dried and then I just put like more pigment on it. So like you could argue I didn't use enough water, but I also didn't use enough pigment, because like if I had darkened it a bit, it would have been fine, like here in the shadow especially. Oh wait, I'm too blind to see if I'm pointing at the right thing, but somewhere there. And so yeah, and also you can see my talent for keeping the rest of the paper white. I don't even know how I got that much paint everywhere. Like why is there paint here and like here? Like I really don't understand. 2 colors, monochromatic 1 color, bichromatic 2 colors, maybe, I don't know. I was doing it and I was like, wow, this is shit. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Let's blend it. As if that would help, because it doesn't look good. It's not adding anything, it's just horrible. Then there's this and my wonderful spelling. My dumbass forgot the H. So I did this for my sister. Did like a few, like as you can read, wholesome dinosaurs, because I mean they're cute as fuck. I mean, look at this one, it's so cute. But you can see the brush strokes are disastrous. It's horrible, it's horrible. Like you can just see the brush strokes and like here, like how it's so irregular. Oh, and this is the last one that I have here. I posted a few hours ago about it on my Instagram account. I will put my @ in the description. I feel like such a YouTuber, right? Gather your thoughts, see what you think about it. Okay, have you gathered your thoughts? Now let me tell you how you're wrong. The eyes are terrible. It looks like he's like wearing glasses. I say he because this is the head of my skeleton that I have just chilling there, and his name is Monsieur Curie, so it's a monsieur, it's a he, so it's a he. I think this crevice here is too dark, too deep. This one should be darker, you know, because the light is like coming from here. So this is too light and this is too dark, and the eyes are like too close together, and inside of the eyes I don't really know what's going on. See like how it lays like on the books, it's just like flying there. Because I didn't do the book like long enough. I also like changed perspectives mid-painting, because like I was sitting on the bed and then I sat down on the floor, so like the lights was different and the shades were at different places, so that's why it looks so weird. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go to sleep now because school.